of the Texans' creative quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Texans and the Desperados on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 59 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. It was just third down and short, but he went off a little extra.
I didn't say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offensive fortuitous pass there on the fumble goes out of bounds. If they're down here in the red zone, you don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down. That's a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see all from this offensive victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard
team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back to throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what said theirs. Guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it safe.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the line. And they'll run again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try to block him, maybe get him guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Back to throw here. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Desperados are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. Found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on the midfield.
If you check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 2nd down, Addison. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not only was it a double move route, it was a dreaded post corner for any defensive back because you think that he's going all the way to the post in a deep route, and then he breaks it off to the corner. That's hard to flip your hips and get there.
Well, he didn't flip him in time. Big play. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Houston's offense taking over again as the offense comes out here, Charles. Remember, they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 minutes going by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down now, Addison finding space at the 40. And he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados are able to move back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Back to throw now on first down. throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, I was looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Rolling to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second and 6. Flushed out.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Nifty move. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But
he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Desperados will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. The Giants are probably going to need to win out to have a playoff shot, but they do get back within a game of 500 at 5-6. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. The Jets are probably going to need to win out to have a playoff shot, but they do get back within a game of 500 at 5-6. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and what equates to be a very tough opponent. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And our statisticians gone through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second and 4. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. But forget the run on third and 1. They shot the D and a pretty big play.
We might be looking at this scoreboard. This offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, Addison.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 37.
On third down, Addison.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On second down now,
Addison. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 25.
on third down, Addison. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
112 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Addison, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Desperados 35.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
He'll look to throw.
At the 46-yard line.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Addison, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. On now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended for number 85, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On first down,
Addison, and he's got it to about the 40.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Addison,
and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Here we go, set.
They'll run on first down.
Addison. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up second down.
On second down, Addison. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage, as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Desperados add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to work this down at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Complete to number 85. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Love.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brings up 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And now out comes Houston.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Addison. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll look to throw here. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
On first down, Addison. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for our visitors, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.